following is a presentation of the Trojan Sports Network.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to Turner Stadium on the campus of Taylor University for the Crossroads League opener between the women's soccer teams of Mount Vernon Nazarene and Taylor. Taylor coming off of a nice 2-0 win at Lawrence Tech earlier this week. Mount Vernon last played on September 17th when they lost 2-0 on the road at 4-2-1 Aquinas. MVNU comes in 3-5-1 overall. They are 0-4 on the road this season. Your keepers this afternoon, the freshman Hannah Miller has played and started all 9 matches of the year so far for MVNU coming into this one. Has a goals against average of 2.01. 49 saves, a save percentage of 73.1%. Taylor sends out Hannah Brackenbury. She has played and started in all 8 matches coming into this one, as Taylor sits a perfect 8-0 on the year. They're one of just 4 teams that have not suffered a loss yet this season. Indiana Wesleyan, Marion, and Spring Arbor, nothing in the loss column, but a tie for each Iowa and Marion, and 2 ties for number 2 ranked SAU, as again, it's another strong season of women's soccer in the Crossroads League. And Taylor just moved into the receiving votes category here a few weeks ago, or in the most recent poll. So they come in unblemished 8-0, as you mentioned, to start the year. Trojans going from left to right to start, and a little housekeeping to remind you of, just like we had last week with our triple header last Saturday, another triple header this Saturday. We'll have commentary here for the first half of women's soccer. We'll have the crown mic up for the second half as we go over and get ready and get set up for the volleyball match that starts at 3 o'clock between number 19 Taylor and number 12 Indiana Wesleyan. So don't go anywhere. Halftime, still going to have the coverage, still have the feed going, just no commentary for the second half like we saw last week for the men's match. 15 goals on the season for MVNU. 4 belong to Ashley Townsend. Their leader in goals is 6 by Savannah Zambori, number 11. Taylor in the white. They go from left to right here in the opening half. MVNU in the baby blue uniforms with the dark blue numbers and the dark blue shorts. Out of bounds on the far side as Hannah Dempsey gets ready to throw it in. Brooke Samini gets another start here as a freshman. with Rachel Landis out for another match here for the Trojans with an upper body injury. Lauren Collins has played strong as of late, had a 4-goal match streak going that got snapped at Lawrence Tech earlier this week. Sydney Thompson got the first goal for the Trojans in that win over the Blue Devils, and then Emma Goebel came in and got her third tally of the season. Working forward is Alexis Hoffman of MVNU. She passes it in, and it's snagged by Brackenbury inside the box. Drop kick from Brackenbury, perfect form right out to midfield. Headed down by Brooke Frazier into open space, but Taylor turns and plays it up the left side of the field as they shoot to the goal on our right. First time here at home this season that Taylor has shot on the goal to our right in the first half of the year. But that might be because it's a little bit breezier than normal. Beautiful fall afternoon here in Upland, Indiana. A little bit of rain earlier this morning, so there's a little bit of puddles that have gotten collected on top of each of the respective dugout benches down to our left and down to our right. But temperatures in the low 70s. It's going to get down into the high 60s by the time we get ready for football tonight at 7 o'clock between Taylor and Olivet Nazarene. Throw in far side with Dempsey. Collins flicks it back on the far side of the field. Riley Robinson tried to clear it, held in by the other number 3 on the field. That's Taylor's Lauren Collins. Goebel wanted to come all the way to the near side to Claire Massey, who's the youngest Massey. Campbell signed to play with the Trojans earlier today in the shared office between us and the Sports Information Office and the unofficial office for the women's soccer team, so they can do their Instagram posts. Nishala taken down on the near side by Madison Turner. That's the first foul on the afternoon against the visitors from Ohio. Sarah Maricani, the head coach of MVNU. Taylor led, of course, by their head coach, longtime head coach Scott Stan, who picked up his 150th win as the head coach of the Trojans here on this field earlier this year. Taylor takes into the attacking half. Claire Massey jogs forward, throws it into space. Grimm trying to cut in and get the first one to on the end line. Senna's right there. 2 players in. It's bounced up. It goes off the elbow of an MVNU defender in the box. Nice little play from Grimm to pull it back on the back heel flick away from 2 defenders. Nice back heel on the other side by Zambori. She danced it away from Dempsey, but then coming in to help out the Trojan cause was Goebel. Seifert, big back heel flick. Collins came in trying to get to it. It rolls out of play far side. And Taylor holds on to the possession with a throw-in on the far sideline. Taylor has outscored opponents 23-2 this season. MVNU, on the other hand, has been outscored 18-15. So 2 of the better scoring teams in the Crossroads League coming into this one. Seifert sends it to the middle. Senna tried to get an inside position. Ball fought for us. Nishala got her forehead on it, and then it's volleyed out to the near side from Massey to Grimm. Okay, looking for their first shot. Grimm hits the brakes as the defender slides by. Plays it forward, right edge of the box to Nishala. Rolls a little bit too far before Claire could make a cross. Out of play it goes, and it's a goal kick upcoming here for MVNU. We say good luck as well as we look down to our right. We see the head coach of the Taylor men's soccer team, Gary Ross. He and the boys, you can hear the bus rumbling in the background. They're getting ready to head east to go take on the men's team from Mount Vernon Nazarene. That is a 7 o'clock kick tonight in Ohio. After this, Taylor on the road Wednesday at Huntington, then at Indiana Wesleyan, coming up on October 1st. Nishala into space, far side. Actually make it October 1st next week. So that's a week from tonight. Taylor and Indiana Wesleyan. And then back-to-back home matches for the Trojans after that. Lost out of bounds, far side by Zambori of MVNU. And so Dempsey resets and quickly throws it in. As you can hear Taylor head coach Scott Stan down below us, imploring his team to play a little bit faster as this one bounces away from Seifert. And MVNU gets ready for another throw-in, this time from the defensive end. Bustling activity here on the Taylor campus today. It was the annual father-son fall practice for the Taylor baseball team. They're enjoying some delicious food out to our left after they had a nice workout with their dads earlier today. Also, about a dozen of them were extras in the short film being created by former Taylor baseball player Lincoln Reed. His wife Gabby, in her first year as an assistant coach on the volleyball team, they get ready to dance with Indiana Wesleyan, as we mentioned, coming up at 3. Taylor loses it out of play as it bounced around a little bit, and MVNU sets up after they held possession for a while. It's been a lot of defensive end play here for MVNU as Grimm able to hold it in. To the middle, wanting Nashala, couldn't get it clean, but now Senna dribbles towards the direct middle. Works it far side of the Trojans' top goal scorer, Kiana Seifert. She sends it in with the left foot, but wide of the far side post and high. First shot of the afternoon belongs to Seifert, the stellar freshman. Scored in the first 3 matches she played to begin her collegiate career. Has 6 goals in the first 8 matches she has played. Dempsey able to hold it in the attacking end for Taylor. Left side, here's the aforementioned Seifert. Centers it here, cutting is Grimm from the weak side. Takes the bounce, Grimm trying to knock it down. Some room to shoot it, goes off the left side of her foot. Cut down as Nashala tries to hold it in. Bounced off of her hip, and then MVNU sends it away from danger. Hoffman with Samini marking her. Now Samini cuts her off as it rolls out of play, and it's another throw-in on the far side of the field for Taylor here in the opening half that has almost 10 minutes gone in it. The one shot for Taylor, no shots so far for MVNU. Goebel backpedals, has it go off the side of her noggin, but MVNU cuts it down at midfield and they work it up to their top goal, to one of their top offensive threats in Alexis Hoffman. Ball goes out of play, and so it's a goal kick for Brackenbury. She quickly plays it down to Samini, but this one cut down nicely by Zambori. A rising shot sails over the crossbar. Nice play there by Savannah Zambori, the top goal scorer for Mount Vernon Nazarene, the sophomore with 6 tallies on the year. She cut that pass down as Samini tried to go to the far sideline and almost had our icebreaker of the afternoon. This time, Brackenbury drives the goal kick up near midfield. Collins volleys it out of there, but this one deflects off the foot of Audrey Grimm. And the visiting Cougars, maybe the aqua-colored uniforms, not baby blue, drop back in the attacking end. Brackenbury drives it up near midfield. Senna checks up, goes off the knees of Jordan Schaefer. Fought for on the near side, deflected out. Off of whom? Off of those wearing aqua and MVNU. C. Massey throws it in. Senna plays it in deep, and now Grimm can go chase after it. Being chased down by Riley Robinson. Grimm tried to hit the brakes, taken away nicely by Robinson off the toe. Quick pass up the near side to Brooke Frazier. Deflected to the middle. Taylor trying to hold it in, and they do for the time being. Just right of center is Goebel. To Dempsey, now far side to Seifert as the sun creeps out behind the wispy clouds over our heads. Goebel, who scored the second Taylor goal in the win over Lawrence Tech this week. Pass was telegraphed and intercepted by Riley Robinson to Mount Vernon Nazarene. Cougars quickly pressing forward with Sarah Townsend, but her pass off target is cutting away was Caitlin Erlinson. This one out, and Massey throws it in for Taylor. Into traffic, Senna knocks it down to Grimm. Kicks into space, nobody home in white. And a smart play by Brooke Frazier to let this one roll out of play and set up the MVNU throw-in. Taylor deflects it out as MVNU walks forward by about 10, 15 yards or so. Throw-in sails over everybody's heads. Dunham. Grimm tried to save it, and she'll deflect it into row 1. Quick reset with Schaefer for Mount Vernon Nazarene. This one knocked down. It's a handball against Caitlin Erlinson off the redirect. Took a bounce off the turf. She tried to get her right hand out of the way. It went off the wrist. And so Massey sets up shop and gets ready for the free kick. Senna jostling for position. Townsend outjumps everybody, and now MVNU presses it back on their attacking half. They're in aqua and navy blues. They go from right to left. Massey jostling for position with Townsend. Now it's a 2-on-1. MVNU gets it back for the time being, but Collins comes in to help out her teammate Massey. And Taylor works it back to Brackenbury, the Trojan keeper, in neon green this afternoon. Dunham on the turf. Nice slide from Townsend to cut the pass off intended for Goebel. Excellent save on the near side here by Caitlin Erlinson of MVNU. Cougars looking for their first shot on goal, each team with one shot in total. This one played in towards the middle. Madison Turner knocked it down with her right boot. And now Taylor presses after getting the ball back at their feet. Goebel far side as Seaford has to wait for it to come back to her feet. Kiana angling to the middle from the far side, cutting to the top is Grimm, touching back into space. Here comes Collins, an open room to shoot. She sends it in. It's right in there for a Hannah Miller save. But a nice little play there from Grimm to set up Collins, who's been a goal-scoring fiend over the last 2 weeks. Took a shot there from just inside, it looked like the box. From what looked like just to be inside the box. But a good stop there for Miller, her first of the afternoon. Grimm. Ball spinning like a top near side. Grimm steps in front and plays up to Senna. Bouncing off of her own shoulder. Now Senna dances away from two defenders. Midfield and Goebel. Looping it near side. Grimm has to hit the brakes. Plays it around nicely around her defender Robinson. Centering ball. Collins was about a step and a half too late, and a defender cut it off for Seifert on the backside. And now MVNU tries to build it out of the back with Frazier. Massey in there, also gets help from Grimm. Grimm ham fighting with Frazier, who cuts her off and wins it back for the Cougars. Samini playing it forward, wanted to find her classmate Seifert. The two freshmen have been dynamic since the start of the season, and with Samini coming in place of the injured Rachel Landis over the last two and a half weeks. Taylor in white with purple numbers and purple letters and the gold stripes on the front. Aqua uniforms on the top for MVNU. Dark navy blue shorts to go with the navy blue socks. Some of the baseball folks bringing their food over. They're sitting in the bleachers right down on field level, and all it's going to take is one hot deflected pass to go right into their plates of food for them to send those guys up into the bleachers across from us. Dempsey up to Seifert. Turns and centers it. Nishala was double teamed. Two players fall down, sent away for the time being by MVNU. Goebel picks up the loose ball and dumps it off to Samini, who fires it back in towards the top of the box. Senna lets it bounce after her, and it's flicked away to the far side by Schaefer of MVNU. Seifert, marked up by Townsend. That's Sarah Townsend across from us. Seifert plays it in on the ground, and it's scooped up wide of goal by the keeper, Hannah Miller. Goal kick from Miller. 28-10 and counting here in the opening half. No score. Taylor with the only shot on goal so far. The Trojans have taken two shots. MVNU's taken one. Nishala called for the foul behind as she got a piece of Ashley Townsend's back heel. Less than 28 minutes remaining here in our opening half of play. Crossroads League opener between MVNU and Taylor. The Cougars of Mount Vernon Nazarene come in 3-5-1. The Trojans, one of four unbeaten teams in the Crossroads League. Free kick headed away by Claire Massey. Seifert underneath, gets her head on it and presses forward with S. Townsend trying to track it down. Riley Robinson, long ball in. Two MVNU players there. Brackenbury unfazed as she hops into the air and snags it out of traffic. It was Ashley Townsend and Savannah Zambori, the two that were barreling down on the Trojan keeper Brackenbury. But Brack able to use that athleticism, pop into the air, and no harm done. Seifert turns, and now we might get to see that track speed from 16 in white. As Townsend trying to track her down from behind, centering ball to Grimm, flicked away from her by Jordan Schaefer, who's watched Grimm step for step since the opening whistle. Alexis Hoffman starts playing it back for MVNU. Here's Mackenzie Thorne. A. Townsend juggling with it, misses the kick, and then Goebel up to Seifert. Seifert now dribbles, trying to catch the edge on Robinson. To the end line goes Seifert, centering ball, trying to find Grimm, flicked away as Seifert sent spilling down to the turf. She pops back up, and it's a Taylor corner, the first corner of the afternoon for either side. And here comes Sydney Thompson, scored the first goal of her collegiate career to get Taylor up 1-0 against Lawrence Tech earlier this week. She takes the spot here of Audrey Grimm. And it was off of a corner that Thompson scored earlier this week on a perfect header on almost the same exact position on the backside of the play. Actually, she was towards the front of the goal. Here's Goebel from the far side, plays it out towards the top of the box. Massey reads it, tries to volley it in onto the air, couldn't get enough on it to play it in. Played out near side by Dunham off the foot. And out of play it goes, and MVNU sets up for a throw in front of the Taylor bench. Good opportunity there for Taylor, just maybe a miss hit for Goebel on the far side corner. Fought for. Thompson calling that it's her team's, and she's right, as that ball deflected off the shoulder of Erlinson of MVNU. A. Townsend gets the header in. Massey collides, and now Taylor able to play it forward. Nice little play from Thompson. Had her defender below by, and now Thompson with a big first touch. Hand fighting as they try to jostle towards the end line. And it's a foul on Sydney Thompson as she got tangled up with Jordan Schaefer. It was Schaefer the one who blew by Thompson on a wonderful move, but then 10 in aqua, able to show off the wheels and chase down Thompson from behind. What it looked like Sydney was about to turn the corner and able to cross it on the end line. But then right after Schaefer got the ball back, she kicks it out of bounds. And the other 10 on the field, Claire Massey heaves it in. Thompson again able to slip behind Schaefer. To the end line she goes, crosses, volleys it wide and high behind the goal. An aggressive mindset here out of Sydney Thompson after getting that first goal of her college career earlier this week. Remember, folks, if you're just tuning in, we will have commentary for you here in the first half, and then second half will only be from the crowd mic as we go and get set up for our second of 3 broadcasts of the day. So we get it ready for our first Taylor Indiana Wesleyan non-cross-country one-on-one matchup of the year. The 2 cross-country teams, the golf teams, this fall have matched up a couple of different times. It is the first one-on-one matchup of the season with the 2 volleyball teams, 2 of the top 4 teams in the Crossroads League. Locking horns here for the first of 2 matchups this season. Chloe Senna called for the foul. And it's a free kick for MVNU from the defensive end. They move from right to left. They've got a shot off this afternoon. Taylor with 2 of them. On a really nicely played match here so far that has 23:30 left to go in the first half. Frazier up to Erlinson. Wanted Schaefer, but it was cut off by Thompson. Touchdown into space. Schaefer cuts off Thompson's path, steps right in front, and then kicked out of play by Thompson to ensure a throw-in for MVNU. The goal earlier this week against Lawrence Tech was a year to the day, September 21st, 2021, that Sydney Thompson suffered an ankle injury. Now they play it into Seifert. Big dribble, trying to beat the ball to the end line. Plays it back in. Right there is Lauren Collins, who touches it home. And the Trojans take an early 1-0 lead on the 5th goal of the season for Lauren Collins.
Goal for Taylor by number 3, Lauren Collins, assisted by number 16, Kiana Seifert.
So the second assist of the season for Kiana Seifert. And how about Lauren Collins, the 5th goal of the year for 3 and white. As Senna exits, Sophie Snyder in for the Trojans. That goal comes in the 23rd minute. A wonderful cross as Seifert able to hit the accelerator. Saved it right before it went across the end line on a beautiful cross, and Collins was right there. After Miller, the keeper, dove off the line, it was only Collins in the goal, and she tapped it in off the toe of her foot. And Taylor takes a 1-0 lead on the 23rd minute. Massey lets this one roll out of play as Maddie Kritzer has come in for MVNU. And here's the goal scorer, Collins. Had a 4-match goal streak going, and now has scored, I believe, 5 of her last 6. Or 5 of her last 7. Thompson whistled for the foul as she ushers Schaefer down to the turf. Taylor students down below us don't like that call. Now Thompson looks to be getting a warning here from our lead official. This is one of my more favorite lead officials that we have during the women's soccer circuit. A really, really good official, but he's very, very animated. He's not afraid to kind of tilt his head when he has to have a conversation with either the women's or the men's players. When they give him the warning, you can kind of tell when they give him a warning, get a little head tilt, kind of like, hey, what are you doing here? This is your one warning sort of thing. I like this guy. He's a good guy. 21-10 remaining in our opening half. 1-0 Taylor on the 5th goal of the season from Lauren Collins. Thompson able to save it in. Wants to dance to the middle. Runs through the challenge of Madison Turner for the time being. That's taken away by Kritzer, but her pass too far for the aforementioned Turner. And now Massey gets ready for the throw-in. 2 subs ready to enter for the Trojans. Those are Sarah Mullins and Libby Thomas. Snyder banged into, and now she's holding the left side of her head. Was double teamed there, and now Snyder looks to be staying in. Or maybe her contact came out, I think. Nope, looks like she got hit in the nose, and so they come out with the towel to stop up the blood from Snyder. Was ready to keep playing, and then she brought her hand to her nose and then saw something that she didn't like, and so Scott Stan looks to the end of the Taylor bench and summons in Caroline Monberg to take the spot of Snyder.
Coming in for Taylor, number 20, Caroline Monberg.
So our lead official picks it up. Claire Massey walks in. Ball dropped, and now Massey plays with A. Townsend hot on her heels. 20:25 remaining in our opening half. It's a 1-0 Taylor lead on the 23rd minute goal by Lauren Collins, the 5th of the season for 3 and white. The shortest player on the Trojan roster. Through ball played in, unable to connect with Maddie Kritzer, was MVNU, and Brackenbury off the line to scoop it up. Dunham. This one cut off by A. Townsend. Nishala right there, step for step. Low pass, flicked forward by Goebel. And then Schaefer's long pass intended for the far side, intercepted by Taylor's Hannah Dempsey. Seifert off the redirect, continues to press forward, swept away from her by 2 in Aqua, Brooke Frazier. Seifert jogging forward, lets the ball roll past her feet. Now onto it on the end line, assisted on the first goal of the day. Now runs to her right on the far side of the box. Lays it back, far sideline, Dempsey pops it into the air. Monberg and Massey both there for Taylor. Massey heads it. Monberg dumps into space near side. This will be Sydney Thompson. Into the open area. Here comes Claire Nishala. Goes off of her feet and out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for MVNU on the near sideline from the defensive half. A. Townsend, Goebel was right there, leapt in front of her, knocked it down with the back of her heel. A. Townsend quickly heaves it forward. Dunham Flicks it away from Alexis Hoffman, who she marks up. Samini to the middle, and the goal scorer Collins. Wide open spaces for Dempsey to go for a run far side as she crosses midfield. Dempsey to Monberg. Defender right there. Flicked it away from her, but then the pass cut down in midfield by Taylor's Goebel. Monberg directing traffic. Nashala trying to take the extra step to greatness. Dribbling in to the end line it goes. Who touched it last? It was last touched by MVNU, and Taylor gets the second crack at a corner kick this afternoon. Thomas and Monberg in off the sideline for TU. They replace the goal scorer Collins and the senior Nashala. So the captain, Claire Nashala, exits. After a really, really good run there. Almost had that extra step to try to go to goal by herself. We dip below 18 minutes remaining in the opening half. Near side corner is Claire Massey's. Right foot outswinger. Headed into the air by Thompson. But Thompson might have taken two players out with her as she went to go get to it. Thompson palms of the sky looking for an explanation, and Sid gets called for the yellow card. So Thompson got the warning earlier, and then as she leapt into the air on the far side of the box, had a couple Mount Vernon Nazarene players taken out in her wake of trying to go for the ball, and that's why the card came out of the pocket. Goal kick for Hannah Miller. And the Cougar keeper plays it near side to Schaefer. Thompson right there. Good little move from Schaefer to get to space. Back to her right foot. Turns over her left shoulder. Into the middle. Thomas bumps Thorne from behind, but the two teams play on. Seifert knocks a pass down. Now takes it away herself. She's tripped on the left side, and that's a foul, even though the palms are raised to the sky by looks to be Caitlin Erlinson. So a good set-piece opportunity about a yard or so outside the box far side. And for some reason, the clock has stopped with 17:12 to go in the first half. Are they going to say she was in the box? They're going to say that Seifert was in the box, and so it's a penalty kick here for the Trojans. At least for the time being. That's why the clock has stopped. 4 MVNU players pleading their case. It didn't look like Seifert was in the box. She was about a step and a half outside. And so our lead official checks with our official on the far side of the field to try to get his better vantage point, since he would have been trailing the play and could see where Seifert was when she was taken down. It was close, but I don't know if it was that close. And it is going to be just a free kick outside the box. Yeah, it looked maybe a foot width outside of the gray box. Therefore, Kiana Seifert. Might have been Riley Robinson that took her down. It's a 4-woman wall in front of Seifert, and that ball is about a foot width outside of the left edge of the 18. Taylor shoots on the goal to our right. They lead 1-0. Clock rests at 17:12 to go in the first half. 4-woman wall backs up. Some pretty open space if Seifert wants to try to find a teammate. Right hand in the air. Approaches. Plays it over the wall towards the backside of the post, and she just missed it. But a good effort there from the talented freshman Kiana Seifert. She had Thompson lurking on the backside post as well as she tried to go to the upper 90. We've seen Seifert score a goal like that earlier this year, one of the first she scored in that 3-match streak to start her college career, where she's on the far side of the field. She was outside of the box and was able to deflect it in off the goal to our right, off the near side post that's closest to us. Massey up to Mullins. Miscommunication with Thompson as that one sent hard out of play. Goebel wanted Monberg. Nice way to step in front of it there by Jordan Schaefer, who's been active defensively here for MVNU. Goebel muscles her way through Madison Turner and her long curly hair that bounces with each step. Samini, left-footed blast far side to Seifert. cuts it down 5 yards outside midfield. Big first touch from Kiana, able to sidestep her way away from Turner. Long pass, good read from Mullins to come up and take the slow roller herself. Mullins directing traffic, wanting Thompson. And it was telegraphed and flicked away hard by Schaefer, but out of bounds. Too far for the reach of Maddie Kritzer. Morgan Fleetmeyer in for Taylor. She gives Thompson the breather. So it looks like Fleetmeyer goes to the center forward spot. Monberg comes out to the wing to take the spot previously occupied by Thompson. Another Taylor throwing up the near sideline. This one, Claire Massey. Monberg off of her shin. Thomas trying to find that extra step to the end line. She crosses towards the back post, and she'll loop it over the football goal post, and it's a goal kick for MVNU. 15 minutes remaining here in our opening half. 1-0 Taylor thanks to the 5th goal of the season by Lauren Collins. That one comes in the 23rd minute. Monberg cuts off the goal kick, wanted to play between the wickets of her defender to Fleetmeyer. It went off the knee, but it's too hot to handle for A. Townsend as she couldn't get there in time. And Massey wanted the quick throw in, now will dump it into Fleetmeyer. Fleetmeyer bumped by Frazier. The two players go to the corner. Frazier plays it around Fleetmeyer. Coming back to win it is Monberg, and she just saved it before it went across the near sideline. Fleetmeyer trying to dance away from Frazier. Coming in to help and taking it back for MVNU was Jordan Schaefer. Deep in the defensive end, Brooke Frazier. Forward, Massey leaps and heads it straight to the sky. Thomas heading it forward. Mullins. Fleetmeyer tried to turn and volley it out of the air. Couldn't get a good touch on it, and now it's sent back to the far sideline as Dempsey in hot pursuit of it for Taylor. Samini blasting it far side. Seifert couldn't get there as it bounces out, and it's a throw-in for MVNU. Maddie Kritzer, the lone sub here so far for the Cougars. The Trojans have trotted out 4 subs here in the opening half. That has 13:40 remaining in it. Goebel misses the back heel flick. MVNU holds it in the attacking half as they shoot on the goal to our left. Here's Kritzer off the bench. Pass rolls between the legs of Alexis Hoffman. And now Taylor slips it forward to Thomas, who is bracketed by 2 defenders for the time being. Thomas, a slow play, wanted to play it around Schaefer, who's done a good job of turning Taylor players away, but Thomas gets it back for TU. Fleetmeyer circles over that left shoulder, now accelerates to the end line, trying to body with Frazier, who knocked her off the path, and now MVNU builds from the back near sideline. Good run from Schaefer, hits the brakes, waiting for reinforcements. Good to see Sophie Snyder emerge from the medical tent after getting hit in the nose earlier. Here comes Brooklyn Bryant for MVNU, their second sub of the afternoon, with taking the spot of Madison Turner. .12:35 and counting here in the opening 45 minutes. Taylor has tilted the field in their favor as they try to start the Crossroads League portion of the schedule off at 1-0. Taylor unbeaten on the season and untied. One of 4 unbeaten teams in the Crossroads League, and they're 4 of the top 5 teams in the last handful of years. Taylor, Indiana Wesleyan, Marion, Spring Arbor, and Grace. Indiana Wesleyan, Marion, Spring Arbor. Grace has suffered 1 setback on the year, but they're 5-1-1. Bethel 4-1-3. And then St. Francis Goshen, this MVNU club in Huntington, all with more than 1 loss on the season. Remember, it wasn't that long ago that the Crossroads League put 6 different women's soccer teams into the NAIA tournament. That was the last time that Taylor made it to the national stage. They're trying to get back there again this year. They've started off great, 8-0, matching one of the best starts in program history. They lead 1-0 here before they jump into a tough stretch starting next week. They go to Huntington Wednesday for a 4 o'clock start, then at Indiana Wesleyan Saturday night. No Wednesday game, but then they go Indiana Wesleyan Spring Arbor on back-to-back Saturday nights. MVNU looking for their second shot of the afternoon. Their first one came a while ago off the head of Mariah Dunham. Brackenbury the only one home inside the 18. A good read there from one in neon green for Taylor. As the newcomer Brooklyn Bryant was hustling down through the middle of the box. Less than 11 minutes to go here in half number one. It's Taylor 1, MVNU nothing. On the goal from Lauren Collins, the fifth one for her on the season. Bryant wanted A. Townsend. Now they get it to her as she maneuvers to the middle. Monberg comes the defender from behind. Robinson spins away from the pesky Kiana Seifert. Into the center circle for MVNU. This is Brooke Frazier. Forward to Kritzer. Dempsey blasted away with the left foot. Robinson heads it away from Seifert. Trying to save it far sideline. She skied it. And it goes out of play and it's saved. And other baseball guys that have done enjoying their delicious meal able to save that ball from going into the stands. Seifert turns right into a defender, able to get the ball away, and then driven out of harm's way by MVNU. Out of bounds. Taylor throw in. As we dip below 10 minutes remaining in the opening half. Thomas volleys it forward. Fleetmeyer. And the offside flag is in the air. Fleetmeyer had a step, but got that step a little bit too early. First offside against Taylor here this afternoon. Free kick for Sarah Townsend. Nice play by Sarah Mullins to swing her right leg around Ashley Townsend as A. Townsend tried to box her out. Goebel back into space to the sophomore Mariah Dunham. Near side to Monberg, has to press in. Lost it on a good chase down by Jordan Schaefer. Massey back to the 18, and this is Brackenbury for Taylor. Dunham. See Massey's pass deflected to the middle. Samini hustling in and blasting it forward as Thomas directs traffic. Goes off of her foot and flicked back into the attacking half for MVNU by Mackenzie Thorne. But too far for anyone to make a play as Dempsey scoops it up and gets ready for the throw-in. Out of bounds off of MVNU, and Taylor will throw it in front of the baseball guys that have occupied the bleachers that'll be taken up by the Olivet Nazarene football team later tonight. In almost 6 hours and 15 minutes. We're almost right on the nose. Or 5 hours and 16 minutes, excuse me. The Cougars want a handball, does not come. Dunham to Seifert, who assisted on the Collins tally. Seifert tried to turn the corner, went off of her boot. And Mount Vernon Nazarene will throw it in on that far sideline. A. Townsend taken down from behind. That's a foul on Taylor's Sarah Mullins and a free kick upcoming for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Fifth foul against Taylor here in the first half, and a good set-piece opportunity here for the visitors from Ohio. "30 yards away, far side. A. Townsend stands over it. It's a three-woman wall in front of her. Far side of the field. Played in. Brackenbury catches it on the fly, then scoops it up before anyone in Aqua can tap in the rebound. We approach 7 minutes remaining here in the opening half. It's a 1-0 Taylor lead on the goal from Lauren Collins. In the 23rd minute, her fifth score of the season. A dangerous play against the Trojans. Taylor head coach Scott Stan doesn't like it as Brooke Frazier jumped into the air. The foul is called against Taylor. Dunham making life difficult for Hoffman of MVNU. Kritzer coming in and tries to press it forward. Lost her footing. This one sent in wide across the end line. It's a goal kick for TU. Lauren Sinna in for the Trojans, replacing Monberg. A. Townsend pressing. Near side, Kritzer step into the box, off the one touch, and she'll blast that wide with the left foot. Third shot of the opening half for Mount Vernon Nazarene. I'd like to remind you folks that our commentary will stop after the first half here as we have to go get set up and get ready for the volleyball match coming up at 3. We will still have coverage of the second half, just with our crowd mic with no commentary. Senna volleys it back. Massey chasing it down. Turns over that left shoulder to open space near sideline. Played it just before it rolled across, trying to curl it up. Nice play. It goes off the back of Fleetmeyer, so she has to come back to get it. Back heel flick between the wickets, and now Senna is off to the races near side. One defender back, plays it forward. Here's Thomas dancing around one defender. She shoots, it's blocked. To the end line it goes. MVNU, nice job by Miller to save it, as that one almost could have been a handball right before the defender turned. It went off of her hip. And then to the end line it went, and it was saved by Miller, which would have resulted, if she didn't get there in time, would have been another corner for Taylor here in the first 45 minutes. Mullins out far side. Seifert dancing with it, pirouetting away from pressure, then back to Samini. Almost found the feet of Thomas as it bounced away from her and scooped up by Riley Robinson. Robinson long pass. Massey cuts it off for Taylor. Wanted Senna, too short for her, and now Schaefer takes it back for MVNU. Massey on a run. Big sister Riley here. The entire team came for their youngest sister Campbell's signing earlier today. If you remember from past years, it was Campbell the one that, I think it was when the biggest sister Riley, the eldest sister Riley signed. I think she was the one that told head coach Scott saying that she was going to come play at Taylor too. That was even before the middle sister Claire had signed. Long athletic history with their grandpa Giggy. Mr. Giggy, a fine athlete during his time here at Taylor. Always nice to see the Giggys back in town. Probably see them in a couple of weeks for homecoming. Flicked out near side off the free kick for MVNU. Nobody home except Taylor's Lauren Senna. She checks up, it goes out, and it's a Taylor throw-in from deep in the defensive end. Less than 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's a 1-0 Taylor lead. Off the tally from Lauren Collins coming back in the 23rd minute, with Seifert assisting on it. Too far for anyone in Aqua to make a run for. Last-ditch effort there from Hoffman, but ran out of time and space. It's a goal kick for Taylor as they go from left to right in white. They come in 8-0 on the year. MVNU 3-5-1. The Crossroads League opener here on this Saturday afternoon for both teams. Dempsey had late pressure from behind by Brooklyn Bryant. Now Dempsey throws it in. Thomas boxing out one defender. A second one came in and poked it away from her. Dempsey's got to walk to go get this one before throwing it in. Seifert, turn, 2 players there. They block her pass to the middle. Kritzer back, nice little move by Zambori. Up on the right of center, the A. Townsend. Plays it through the feet, might have gone off the feet of S. Townsend. Now to play it goes and back to Taylor as we get 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Dempsey bluffs the long throw, goes short to Thomas. Far side of the field, stepping in was Seifert. Off of MVNU and back to TU once again. 100 seconds remaining in our opening half. It's a 1-0 Taylor lead. Mullins gets it back from Seifert and then back to the track star left sideline. Seifert to the middle. Wants her freshman classmate Thomas. Nice little play. Thomas pressure from behind to the feet of Fleetmeyer, who shoots and sends it over the crossbar. Good look there from the freshman Fleetmeyer. So it looked like Thomas might have the shot. Defense collapsed on her, and then she pressed it forward to Fleetmeyer, who just missed the top shelf. Almost a minute to go here in the first half.
1 minute remaining.
There's the call right there. It's a 1-0 Taylor lead. MVNU's offense has been stymied here in the opening half, with Taylor going into the wind in the first 45 minutes. Kritzer tried to find the angle on Dunham, who recovered late and got a piece of it. The shot deflected into the box. Easy work for Brackenbury as we dip below 40 seconds remaining in half one. Drop kick from Brackenbury. You can hear Joe Walter shouting out 30 seconds remaining in the first half for the Taylor Women's Soccer Club. Sinna tracks it down near midfield. Massey back forward, cut off by Zambori of MVNU. 15 seconds left, near side to Kritzer. MVNU looking for the equalizer late in the first half. Centering ball, still not cleared away from danger just yet. A-Town's got to hustle to it. 7 seconds left, takes her all the way back. Sent in from long range with 3 seconds, deflected around. Massey's there, steps forward, and she drives that one away. And after the first 45 minutes, Lauren Collins gets her 5th goal of the season. Kiana Seifert gets her 2nd assist. After 45 minutes of play, it's Taylor 1 and Mount Vernon Nazarene nothing here on the Trojan Sports Network. Remember, we will still have coverage of the second half after halftime here, after we pay the bills. But we will not have commentary as we need to go get ready for the volleyball match coming up in about an hour and 7 minutes. So after 45 minutes of play, it's Taylor 1, Mount Vernon Nazarene nothing. Coverage continues here after halftime on the Trojan Sports Network. Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes. Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart? Well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. from our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 16, Kiana Seifert. Coming back in for the Trojans, number 5, Sarah Mullins. Subbing in for Taylor, number 8, Sophie Snaggers.
Line, Kiana, go. First. Throw it as far as you can. Get in, Key, get in. Hey, Tony, as soon as the ball's in play. Keon, it's your ball to drop, okay? Right, right. Your ball, Keon, you can go. Good. Hey, hey.
Number 18, Chloe Senna. Back on the pitch, number 12, Libby Thomas. Back on to Taylor, number 11, Claire Nishala.
Think about getting shots. Get in. Hey, keep yelling. You're dangerous, though. Keep it up.
On for the Trojans, number 25, Sydney Thompson, and number 3, Lauren Collins.
Hey, go, watch, stay there, go! Here we go, boys! Move up! Maddie, go ahead. Maddie, pick her up now. Wide, make some space.
1 minute remaining. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That concludes today's match as Taylor draws Mount Vernon by the score of 1-1. Taylor returns to action next Wednesday, September 28th, as they take on Huntington on the road starting at 4 p.m.